We are the Group 17 and our topic is about understanding global migration. I, Raymond C. Ponsal.
I am Julian Lidliwaden. What is global migration? Number 1. Global. From the word global. This basically means the whole world or worldwide. Next is migration. This is the movement of people to another place to find a job or stay in that place. Example is the migrant workers or OFW. Third is the global migration. This is the movement of people across international borders for various reasons. Includes economic opportunities, family reunification, education, or escaping conflicts. It shapes economies, cultures, and societies worldwide. The next one is political causes of migration. Number 1. Conflict and war. It forces people to flee due to violence, destruction, and instability created by governments or militaries. Number 2. Persecution and human rights violations. This is where governments or authorities target individuals or groups through discrimination, laws, violence, or racism. And lastly, weak governance, where the government become unstable and cannot provide basic needs to the people.
I am John Patri. Today I explain about economic reasons for movement. So first makikita natin dito is may nakalagay na income gap, labor demand, poverty, and lack of jobs. So ano nga bang ibig sabihin yan? So the economic reasons for global migrations are significant drivers of human movement. These reasons include the income gap, labor demand, and poverty and lack of jobs. So the income gap motivates individuals to move from low wage to high wage economies in search of better financial opportunities. So additionally, people often send remittances back home to support their families. So labor demand in receiving countries, particularly in sectors like healthcare, technology, and agriculture, creates opportunities for migrants to fill skills gaps of labor shortages. So sa poverty and lack of jobs naman, sinasabi dito na poverty and lack of jobs acts as push factors compelling individuals to seek reliable income elsewhere. Overall, economic motives are often the primary pull factor in global migration. So para mas maintindihan natin, ang simple lang naman sinasabi dito. Ang mga ekonomikong kadahilan ng nagdudulot daw ng paggalaw ay kinabibilangan ng pagkakaiba ng kita, pangangailangan ng trabaho at kawalan ng trabaho at kita. So, ang mga kadahilan ng ito daw ay nagdudulot ng paggalaw ng mga tao upang makuha ang mas mahusay na oportunidad sa ekonomiya. And upang punan ang kawalan ng kasanayang teknikal o kawalan ng trabaho, at upang iwasan ang ekonomikong kahirapan, ang mga ekonomikang kadahilan ng ito daw ay karaniwang ang pangunahing pull factor sa migrasyon sa buong mundo. So, next, social and cultural dynamics naman, migration is really a solitary decision. So, may nakalagay din na 4 dito. So, first is family reunification, globalization and travel, migrants groups to support newcomers, and education. So, ngayon, sinasabi dito na migration is really a solitary decision as it often involves family consideration, social support networks, and broader global trends such as globalization and education. So, family reunification is a key drivers where migrants follow relatives who have already settled in new country. So, migrants groups also play a role by supporting newcomers, creating communities where cultural and linguistic ties exist, which can ease the transition. So, next for globalization and globalization and reduced travel costs have increased awareness of life in other nations, while education is a major motivator for seeking better opportunities abroad. So, ngayon, para mas maintindihan natin ang mga pangunahing kadahilanan daw ay nagsisilbing basehan sa migrasyon ay ang pagsama ng pamilya, suporta mula sa mga grupo ng migrante, cultural at wikan na koneksyon, globalisasyon at edukasyon daw. So, ang migrasyon ay kadalasang hindi isang solong desisyon kundi kabilang ang mga aspeto ng social, cultural at ekonomiko. So, yun lang naman. And next,
let's proceed to the global migration key takeaways. So first is several reasons. Migration happens for many interconnected reasons like political, economic, and social. For example, people leaving Venezuela to escape political instability and find work in neighboring countries like Colombia or Brazil. Second, impact on both sides. Migration affects both the country people live in and the country they move to. Like origin country may lose skilled workers, like example brain drain, but gain money through remittance sent home. Destination country gains labor and cultural diversity, but may face pressure on housing or services. Like, for example, Filipino nurses working in the UK send remittance to their families in the Philippines, helping the local economy. So lastly, defining global trend. Human migration is not new, but it's growing faster due to globalization, technology, and easier travel. It's now a permanent part of the modern world. For example, students from Asia studying in Canada or Australia, then staying to work and contribute to multicultural societies. Thank you.